All right, here we are on Siberius, and um, let me pull up these two. I just typically start off with like very little money, so if you want to, you can break these boxes. But if you have enough money, just buy the designated ammo that you want. Um, so this is where we're gonna focus on getting our gravity bomb, and here's what we're gonna do. I haven't really explained it, but we're gonna do something called rapid fire, which is where we press circle and then square right afterwards, and then shoot another bomb. And you're gonna notice that we get a bunch of experience from these guys. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! We killed 3 enemies. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! We come over here, kill these guys. Again, we pull out the wrench right as soon as they die, so that we can skip the animation. I messed it up in the Indako video, but pull out the heavy lancer and we pass through these enemies. But oh, I almost died. We don't focus them. We just run and gun. Now we have both our levels now we have both our weapons leveled up. We don't need to worry about XP routing anymore. We now need to worry about bolts because in 2 planets from Siberius, we're gonna need to pay 10,000 bolts, which I had 6K, but typically, I'm not kidding, I would typically be at like 3K. I'm almost at 7K, but that's because of the Feltons, which just worry about breaking boxes as efficiently as possible. Pull out your swing shot and come over here. And if I was fully level enough, I would go with what I go for, which is getting a nanotech blast to kill finish the first phase earlier. But even just shooting her, sorry spoilers, but even just shooting her like this is perfectly fine. And we want to pull out the swing shot right as soon as we kill her, or not kill her, but put her into the second phase. And right as soon as we do that, you notice how I guess it's like 3 cargos up, right below our bolt counter. There's that little like hill that like the cargo is going like up and around. As soon as the cargo train right in front of us goes through that, we're going to hyper strike similar to Indaka. We're going to hyper strike, go neutral at the end, and or we're going to cut off a little early, and then we're going to hyper strike at the right after, like that. That is a lot harder than I made it look. And I honestly don't. I didn't even get this in my 43-minute run. It's not very essential to learn, but it will save you 15 seconds if you hit it, or maybe even just 10. Otherwise, you could just kill the enemies down below. You just need to kill, I think it's like 8 of the blade balls, maybe like 6 to 8. We go around, and then we again similar to what we've been doing before. Don't do it whenever the corner's like super sharp like that, because you might fall off. But again, in this one you can actually hold forward the entire time for, as long as it's at the very end. Like that's what I go for, but going neutral is also fine. But for the first one to do the swing shot skip, make sure that you hold neutral whenever you do the hyper strike so that you carry your momentum. Double tap triangle to get back into your lancer, and just move around left and right, spamming shots, and pull out your mini nuke. Now, I'm a lot higher on bolts than I would typically be, as I said, so pull out your heavy lancer, come up here, and shoot these enemies. And I personally break these boxes as well. Oh, I almost just died. Lamau. We're going to worry about hitting our nuke spam, our rapid fire right here. You can do it in first person, but if you're too fast, the game will crash. So don't do that. You can do it, but don't do it too fast. I like this to go in third person because it won't happen in third person. So we're going to press circle, square, circle very rapidly, one after the other. I like the center ratchet. If I mess up like that, where I get a wrench swing, I immediately hold down on my analog stick. And look how low she is already. Be warned, if you get hit when you kill her, for some reason the game bugs out and it just instantly kills you. This has probably been one of the shortest vids, but this planet is honestly one of the most like chill. Same thing with no tech. I made it look really hard earlier because I was being an idiot and cocky, but something else to note as well. Coming over here, um, if I didn't bring those boxes earlier, I could get them right there. Because I instantly break, but whenever she dies, but I didn't get it because I already broke them. Because I don't typically go for that because sometimes I don't get enough time to do that. But in case they don't break those boxes that you do right before you enter the fight, you can get them by turning. As long as you turn your camera around, it breaks everything around the perimeter. But that's Siberius for you. Probably one of the easiest splits. The only hard part about it is hitting that swing shot um skip. But if you get the nanotech blast, I typically go from 6 health to 7 health in that fight. So if you get it right there, you'll almost always be able to get enough time to get the swing shot storage skip. So onto Tabora, which is another very chill and fun planet.